The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to one of the most beautiful campuses in the country, Miami University in Oxford, Ohio, and home to the Red Hawks. As we'll see a squad from the back, the New Mexico Lobos, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Miami, Ohio Redhawks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Total weather to crank us up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Red Hawks offense will take the field first. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get him in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give him a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the home crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Going to try to get it himself. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback showing a lot of resiliency here on this drive, because first down he got sacked, second in California, he's able to scramble, and while he didn't get the first down, he's able to get a little bit of it back, and he's made this third down manageable now. Let's see if he can make another play here and keep his offense on the...
Snatches it on the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A costly penalty wipes out that third down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. The Red Hawks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Finn. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. And the Red Hawks line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So New Mexico's offense will take the field for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinator who's coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A 3rd down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man by himself. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. The Lobos have it with a 1st and 10. They go to the ground. It's a seam wide open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. And the Lobos have this offense rolling. From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Now on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. The Lobos pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
And I know it wasn't successful there, but you can go back to last week. Like, they're going to throw this man the football. They find creative ways to get him the ball. Really good coaches get their playmakers the ball in space, and that's what I like about this offense. I bet they come back to him and find a way to throw him the football.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Bully ball on third and short. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, New Mexico.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami, Ohio has it back. The Red Hawks offense heads to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Let's go. Looking for a productive play on first down. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. The Red Hawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. They'll try the right side. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's loose. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Grab near the marker, it's Humphrey. Turning on the Jets. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to...
It's a running room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Lobos are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Snagged in the middle. It's Hall. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Making side adjustments here. To the air on second down. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Lobos! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
New Mexico, 14. Miami, Ohio, 0.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Finn. He's got him. Still running at the 40. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Tracy. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Unloads to the right. He's got it. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play. 15 yards on that one and a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Wants to go up top on first down. Keeps looking downfield. There he goes. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. They'll run it. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Into the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And the Lobos backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Lobos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Safe completion on the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Offense in an empty set. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Lobos are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, the offense is trying to go downfield and be aggressive. I think that receiver has got to do a better job fighting for the football. He just didn't really put in a great effort.
Turning it on. Oh, a lot of space. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Here's a heat. Under heat, he gets rid of it. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down, doesn't convert this time. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Nestled just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a man. It's Finn. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Completes it in the middle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Throws to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Speeding down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Red Hawks.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Getting set for the point after.
For the extra point.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Stands in and takes the hit. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Blair. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Caught near the sticks, it's Johnson. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Looking to throw on first down. Dumps it to the back. Grab near the sticks. It's Hall. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Timeout, New Mexico.
The Lobos will have it 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Thomas. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, New Mexico! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And the returner will be knocked down. inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They'll give it to the backs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Oxford. And it's clear the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Yager Stadium there on Weed Eubank Way.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Redhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. His drive opens up at the 23-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on 3rd down. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, that tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. Catch in the middle. It's Humphrey. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. And the Lobos are moving quickly down the field. QB draw. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the 3rd downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. Shakes off the defender. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. The Lobos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Humphrey. Touchdown, Lobos! And the pummeling has started. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Miami, Ohio offense returns to the field. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Running into the open space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking to pass. It's Finn. Snagged out of the air. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Red Hawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. On target. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on 1st down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, going up top. Going for it all. Touchdown, Miami. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. 1st half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Oklahoma is trailing, but don't tell me this team can't come back. I once saw Jalen Hurts lead the Sooners back from 28-3 down. We'll see what they're made of today. They're trailing by just 2 to SMU. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Valdez. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
They'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting the backfield, making the play.
And the Lobos have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt...
Wide open spaces. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. That's the end of the period, and New Mexico has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Down. Give to the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
The Lobos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, New Mexico! And the stomping has commenced. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They have got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point was good to finish things off.
38, Miami, Ohio.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Off the RPO, complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. And the Redhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Finn. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it out fast. No chance to run, but still a good gain. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man all by himself. Inside, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Redhawks. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Looking to throw. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Let's see what the Lobos offense has in store. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And this one isn't over because the defense still has 3 timeouts left. But, man, that clock is ticking. And they can just run the football up multiple possessions. They're going to need something magical to happen. They're going to need to start stripping at that football, create some turnovers, and get lucky down the stretch.
It's complete. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Lobos are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we'll see what this Redhawks offense can get done this time. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Redhawks headed quickly to the line. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. Touchdown, Miami. And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.